Hello everyone, and Happy New Year once again. I'm in the kitchen. I'm trying to do a little experimenting with a new shrimp dish, so I thought I would share this video with you to see what you think of it. I'm starting here with about 3 large shallots, which turned out to be about 1 cup of sliced shallots that I'm sauteing in the pan with a little bit of olive oil and a touch of butter. You could also use leeks, or you could use sweet onion, or you could even use scallions. And so moving on, I have here a nice sprig of rosemary from the garden, which you could also use thyme. We're going to make this shrimp dish very quick and simple. So I'm going to take the fresh thyme here and put it in with my shallots. They've been sauteing for about 5 to 6 minutes. They're nice and soft and translucent, so I think I can move on to my next step. My next step is adding, I'm going to use chicken stock here, 1 cup of chicken stock, but you could also use vegetable stock or seafood stock since we are sauteing some shrimp in this dish. So let's go ahead and pour in 1 cup of chicken stock. To the stock, I'm going to add 1 cup of drained and rinsed cannellini beans. So let's just pour that. By the way, I did season the shallots with a little bit of salt, and when this finishes cooking, I'll add a little bit of black pepper to it. So I'm going to bring this to a boil and let it simmer for about 10 minutes. Bob received some olives that are stuffed with almonds, as you can see here, and I thought that might be a nice addition to this. These are manzanilla olives, and they're stuffed with whole blanched almonds, so I just sliced a few to finish the dish off. And of course, we can never have enough greens, so I'm going to just very quickly sear these spinach greens at the very end. This is coming to a boil over here, and I don't really want it to boil hard, so I think I can lower the heat now, and I'll just set a timer for about 10 minutes. And for our final ingredient, we have some beautiful shrimp. They're extra large shrimp. They're peeled, deveined, and I just left the tails on. And I have a little bit of a marinade here. Lemon juice, lemon zest, 1 clove of garlic, very thinly sliced. I put a dash of sweet paprika and a touch of kosher salt and black pepper. Lemon juice, there's probably a good tablespoon in here. So while the beans are simmering, I'm going to just add the shrimp to this marinade. I don't want to leave it in too long because it is just lemon juice, and I don't want the shrimp to cook in it. I just want to flavor it. And then we will just quickly sear the shrimp. You can either use olive oil, or you could use olive oil and butter, whatever you prefer. I want to mention is that I do have another saute pan here heating up on low, so that when I'm ready to start searing the shrimp, which by the way, I did rotate them so that they are coated on both sides. So my pan will be nice and hot and ready to go. So that's on low. And as you can see, my beans are simmering nicely, nice and slow. And we will finish the dish with a squeeze of fresh Meyer lemon juice and some fresh parsley leaves. And as you see here, the parsley leaves I'd like to leave whole so that when you bite into it, you get a burst of flavor. The parsley is from our garden and it's ultra fresh, so I think it'll taste really good with the shrimp. Okay, I have a little bit of olive oil and butter, and I'm ready to sear the shrimp. Our beans are ready. So I have my shrimp right here, and by the way, I did quickly saute some spinach here and just seasoned it with a little bit of salt and pepper. Now we can get our shrimp. As you can see, my pan is nice and hot, so this won't take very long. There you go. And I'm just going to scatter the very thinly sliced garlic. I don't want it to burn. And you can even take your marinade and pour it over the top. Our beans are completely ready, so I'm going to go ahead and add the olives, which I think will be a nice touch. We can remove our rosemary sprig. Just give that a good stir. So once they turn pink, as you can see, whoops, you couldn't see anything. Okay, once they turn pink, just turn them over. This shouldn't take too long, 1 to 2 minutes aside. You don't want to overcook your shrimp. And I think that I'm ready to serve this up. So the first thing I want to do is put the beans into our bowl. Put a nice mound of the beans along with the broth right over the top. Let me put this back. So the way to feel if your shrimp are ready, just press on them. If they're completely hard, it means you went too far. These are still nice and tender, so I think they're ready for us. Okay, so you can just place 5 shrimp. Let's pour this delicious lemon juice right over the top. We're going to garnish it with some beautiful parsley here. It looks so nice and fresh. And one more little garnish to finish this off right there.
Beautiful.
And now if you want to get a good close-up so everybody can see this, and then we'll let you know how it is. So here's our lunch for today. Bon appetit, everyone. And I think you can see it's very easy to assemble a shrimp dish like this.